lost. In Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raining and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see. Are you my paradise, in paradise?
Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. And today, we haven't been here for a minute, so we're just happy to be back and hanging out again at one of our favorite places, Kuttin Up, Barbershop and Salon, located 35 Northeast 36th Street, just east of Santa Fe, right here on 36. There's a 7-Eleven right on the corner, and we're just east of that. So we're glad to be back. Seeing hanging out with the guys. I had to get my hair trimmed up a little bit because of my guy Keith Burton before he had to take off. So we got lucky. It took us a minute to get on because my table was not here. We had to find one that we can prop up and be able to do the show on today. So that's why I'm looking all kind of weird. But we are here. We are enjoying this. And my guy Loudmouth Chris is not here, so he can talk trash and we can talk some stuff about him and his basketball knowledge, if you will, if that's what we want to call it, basketball knowledge. Okay, we'll call it that. And then, of course, North Carolina and Duke are on, and Duke has come all the way back. They're up now 21-13 here in the second quarter with 2:45 left. So watching that on the screen, that's what you kind of hear in the background. And, of course, last night, the Thunder, it was nice having the Thunder play at home since I haven't seen a home game in I don't know how long, but it was good seeing them play last night. And they, of course, took care of business last night against the Grizzlies, 125-104, improving to 61-12. But what they did is they did another log jam right there in the Western Conference. And, of course, the Lakers lost last night, even though the night before they got lucky and had a tip-in win and should have got beat by Indiana and lost to them, or one beat them and then turn around. The exact same thing happened. Josh Giddey doing Josh Giddey things. So happy for him that he's turned that team around, coming from a winning organization in the Thunder and being able to kind of change the Bulls culture and how they look and stuff. So I'm really happy what Josh is doing there in Chicago. Thunder, the Grizzlies was 16-42 from three. Thunder 13 for 31. We shot 48% from the field. They shot 41. 45 to 36 rebounds. And, of course, Pips, points in the paint, 45-26. And then 19 turnovers to 12. So we're back to that again. And then, of course, the Thunder outscoring the Grizzlies bench 37-34. And when you look at the overall box score from last night, if I can pull it up, where's my box score at? I don't even see my box score on this thing. What is the deal? I'm losing stuff here today. I do not have my box score here for some reason. I don't know what happened to my box score. Oh, there we go. I call it a different thing. I call it game stats on this one. I got to switch that up because I'm After the Storm, which we did not do the show last night on After the Storm, and I thought we'd just do it today. Go over everything, and you can see SGA with another 37-point performance, really saving us. And, you know, it's interesting. J-Dub, thank God he got back. Looked pretty good. Looked a little bit rusty on some of his passes. But I thought he played pretty good last night, and it was good seeing J-Dub back in the lineup. And then I will also talk about how whenever he goes out, we make a run, even though we kind of didn't early. But I've been asking for this in the fourth quarter multiple times. Just take J-Dub out for a couple minutes and let us make a run. And that's exactly what Dagnall did last night. He took him out for a couple minutes in the fourth. We put the game away, then you bring him back. Just sit him for a couple minutes. That's all you got to do. Sit him for a couple minutes. Bring him back. Let us make our little run. And if he would just do that and bury his ego as far as making J-Dub this great player, because he's a good player, no question. But if the Thunder are going to win, if you'll just sit him for 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes. Bring SGA in at the 7-minute mark, take him out to the 5-minute mark, put him back in the last 4.5 minutes. The Thunder will win. The Thunder will win. Like last night, he didn't put SGA in at the right time, brought him back a couple minutes. Hey, we went from being up 12 to up 20. Game over. And if he would just bury his ego and do that, the Thunder are not going to get beat. They're just not. If he buries that, if he continues with that, because even though J-Dub is right there, we make runs with him on the bench. Because last night it was Kaysen, it was SGA, Kaysen, Dort, K-Rich, and iHeart. Or Chet it was iHeart, I believe. And we just made a run with Kaysen. As soon as he went out, Dort gets a steal, SGA gets a bucket, Dort hits a three. Well, actually, Dort hits a three, comes back, gets a steal, hits SGA for a layup, 5-0 run, then boom, come back down, SGA gets a steal for a layup, then Dort hit another three, game over. Just like that, bam, 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 10-0 run. Just like that, game over. So the Thunder, if they continue to do that, and you can see the box scores with the amount of, that everybody played, SGA 34 minutes, and J-Dub 29 minutes. Now, of course, the reason why that happened was simply because he was coming off injury. But if he could keep it to that ratio, and this is the thing, we won without J-Dub. We've won without iHeart. We've won without Chet. Now, we are what did I say, 45 or 46-6 with iHeart. We've lost 12 games. So we've lost 6 without iHeart, and we've lost 6 without Chet, basically. So what that tells me is that the Thunder are doing what they need to do to win, and we can win without everybody. Remember, there was no Wiggins last night, and now we have a tough game tomorrow against the Pacers because the Pacers had a heartbreaking loss to the Lakers, and then they turned around and spanked last night, and then now they have us tonight. So when you look at yesterday, let's go to yesterday's score. So that might be able to help when I talk about what I'm talking about. When you talk about the scores from yesterday. Where's mine? I am struggling with everything today. I don't know what my problem is today. I can't get anything I want done today for whatever reason. I don't know what my deal is today with everything. I cannot find anything today on this. Here are the scores yesterday. I've got to redo all this stuff because it's all messed up for some reason. Got to fix it. Anyway, the big games last night. We put the Grizzlies at number 5. The Rockets, of course, took care of business in their thing. Then, when you look at the Mavericks, they got AD back. They're rolling. They could be a problem. They could be a problem when they get him back. Of course, the Lakers lose to the Bulls. Then you turn around and the Pacers, of course, took care of business over the Wizards. And so they got us tonight, trying to get back on the winning track or multiple game winning track. So that's going to be a game, and plus they want to beat us. Remember, we are 26-1 against the East. Okay, 26-1 against the East. Part of my issues and stuff with what I see and what's going on with the Thunder is really simple. To me, it's like we are doing what we need to do defensively, and we are physical. That's why I said part of it, and you can see nationally that some people are getting away from the narrative that the Thunder are this young team. We're young, no question. But to say that, we're going to get beat, no, that's nonsense. The Thunder have a squad. We're big, we're physical, we're athletic. We defend the 3, we defend the 2, we defend the paint. Now, we are now number 2 in three-point, defending the three-point deal because I think a lot of it has to do with us scoring so many damn points. That when you score a lot of points, then your averages in other areas are going to go up. Like now we're number 2 as far as allowing people to score. And let me go over this for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So a lot of that has to do with the fact that we are now number 2 which I'm not. Are you upset about that? I'm not upset about that. I mean, um, when you look at this stat, we're number two now in 3-point percentage, and we're number two in allowing points. As remember, but we're number four in scoring now. So we used to be first in holding the team's opponents, first in 3-point percentage. But because we're winning by so many points, the teams tend to score more from threes now than they normally would. But that being said, first and second, I'm not upset. Are you? Okay, we're fourth now in points scored. We're second in points given up. We're first in 2-point field goal percentage. 3-point percentage, we're second. Okay, we're first in free throw percentage, which in order to win, you got to do what? You have to make free throws if you're going to win. It's a necessity that you make free throws, because if you don't make free throws, I don't care who you are, you're not going to get stuff done. So you have to make free throws. That's important. Then, when you look at assists, excuse me, this is one thing that people have been talking about, okay? Calling SGA a free throw major. We're 27th in free throw attempts. We're 23rd, 25th in giving up free throws. So we give up hardly more free throws than any other team, which means we foul a lot. And we're 27th in free throw attempts. That's third from last. There's only 30 teams. Now, SGA does shoot 43% of those, so of 20%, he shoots 9 free throws a game. And then we already talked about this, that in the playoffs last year, he shot, one less free throw a game. He drives more than anybody to the basket. He's going to get hit because he's crafty in the way he does things. But the difference between him and James Harden is he makes shots, even though he misses, he makes them. James Harden does not in the playoffs. He's not sitting back crying about a foul while his team is running down the court, getting scored upon on the other end because he's too busy whining at the referees. He doesn't do that. Assists were 13th in making assists, and then we're 5th as far as keeping other teams from scoring, which is a huge thing. It's a huge thing. Pips, points, and the paint. We're 41.7, we're first, by far. By far, we're first, okay? Steals, we're first. Giving up steals, we're first. Hey, Burgess, what's up, big dog? Sorry I missed you guys last night, but I was freaking starving after the game last night, and I had to go eat, man. I literally was starving. And we ended up going to this place, Chicken Shack. And because there's two of them. The original one is in Edmond, and we went to this one last night. Is it Rashawn? Is it official? I was talking about this, Rashawn and Burgess. If Dagno does what he does, and it will take him out in the fourth quarter for 2 minutes, which is what he did last night. If he will do that, I think that the Thunder and what we will do, our chances of winning the chip will go up. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's the way I look at it. I think our chances of winning will go up simply because I don't believe that we will be the team that we need to be down the stretch without SGA playing. Okay, Burgess? And then let's see. So that's kind of how I look at it, guys. I just think that what the Thunder are doing, and if he just changes his way of thinking when he does things, that's going to be important. The way that he looks at it. And it's how he approaches the game. If he will just understand, the best player we have is SGA. Play him. And, the other night after the game, Nathan Taylor, YNB, he was saying that he thought that he needs to play 40 minutes. I'm like, 38 minutes, 40 minutes if possible, but 38 minutes I think is about right. That's what I think. You bring him in 6:47 of the second quarter, and you bring him in at maybe 7 or 8 minutes, depending on what the game's going. You sit J-Dub for 2 minutes. You bring J-Dub back in to close out the game. If you do that, I think the Thunder will be more than capable of winning the chip. But if you're trying to sit SGA for an extra minute, it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. but it's going to cost us if he does that. So if he will just stick to not worrying about Jada playing the same amount of minutes as SJ, he should play 3 to 4 minutes less than SJ does because it's proven, and there's no way you can say that it's not. It's proven that we can win without Jada. It's proven we can win without Chet. It's proven that we can win without iHeart. Without Wiggins didn't play last night, we still won. What's going on? So it's proven that we can do all those things. We can beat all those teams. Now, beating SGA without SGA, us getting a chance to beat people of any quality, But I'm going to say this also. I don't think we're going to win without J-Dub. That's crazy. If you think we can win the chip without J-Dub, whatever you're smoking, I want some. Because there's no way we're going to be able to win without him. Because of the simple fact of what he brings to our team, taking over that second unit. And that's what I was saying about, how in the trade last year, we were trying to get Marketing, but they wanted Kasem. I ain't giving up Kasem. Cam Johnson this year, they wanted Topic. I ain't giving up Topic. Why would I do that? Because now you look at what we are this year compared to where we are next year. And remember, you have a 5-year window where your team is going to be at the top. You have a 5-year window. The Thunder at their 5-year window. Now, Rashawn, I don't know if that was you the other night talking about we're year 2 of this window. Maybe that was you. And because I was saying, is this year 1? Is this year 2? And I believe it was you or somebody said we're in year 2 of that 5-year swing. And I said, is it year 2 or year 1? Because this is the first year with iHeart, first year with Caruso. So I'm not sure if this is really the second year, but it is because we're the number 1 seed for second year. Now, I think being the number 1 seed this year compared to being the number 1 seed last year as being a young team, even though I still say that we're young, but I've been watching us. Number 1, for 4 years, this is what we've been doing. Playing great defense, SGA closes the door. What do I mean by that? More than him scoring, but because he is scoring, what that does, it lets the rest of our team relax. And when the rest of our team relaxes, they become just players. And when they become just players, that opens up everything for everything else. So why wouldn't you do that? Whereas last year, let's face it, nobody showed up to play in the playoffs but SGA. That's a fact. Would I give up J-Dub? No. For Giannis, yes. Because Giannis doesn't fit with us, though. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to give me, the reason why I said Cam Johnson fits with us. I think that, who else would fit with us? Cam Johnson would fit. Other than that, this coming year, the only thing we're really missing is another forward. A bigger guy who would maybe an upgrade of K-Rich. That's 6'9" or 6'10". Give me a 6'10" K-Rich. Okay? Because then that will help us. Because the way what J. Will is playing right now, knocking down threes, I just want him to quit being him and iHeart. Quit trying to make every little squeeze pass because you can't afford to do turnovers once the playoffs start. Because remember, guys, you get less playoffs. You get less possessions. And what I'm trying to educate you all with that is because you have to get past your eye being all in the sky and your head being in the clouds. You have to focus on the little things to win the chip. Okay? And the little things are turning the ball over. That gives you less possession. Not playing the right lineups. That gives you a less possession. So there are things that will give you less possessions during a game. You can't afford those things, guys. You just can't. You have to be able to stay focused and stay in the moment. So I can't go over here and play guys. I can't play 10 or 11. Here's your group, and we've said this before. SGA, J-Dub, Dort, iHeart, Chet, Caruso, Kasem, Wiggins, Joe. That's your 9. Now, there are points where I do like the fact that he's playing two bigs when the time is right. Like you're playing J Will and Chet. iHeart Chet. Now, the J Will and iHeart, I don't know if that really works, but the J Will and Chet works. The iHeart and Chet have taken through the roof of what we're seeing right now. So I do like where that's coming. I do like where that's going, and the chemistry of these two are developing. You can see it's crazy. It's really crazy. But it's wonderful to see it because of what the Thunder are going to be able to do, put those two guys together, kind of like what San Antonio did with Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Now, the game was more inside then. Game was more outside. But the thing that I love about, I heard something today, and everybody was talking about how the game, when Steph Curry changed the game, everybody was shooting threes. And if you watched AAU basketball or MNYB or any kids basketball, what did you see? You saw guys shoot threes coming. I'm like, guys, warm up shooting inside, get your rhythm, then back up. That's how you get better. You don't go out there shooting threes, but everybody thinks they're a three-point shooter, and that really hurt the league. It hurt college basketball, especially it hurt little. So what SGA, I think, has done, he showed them that what I've always said when I coached, 2-point baskets win games. 3-point baskets break backs. And by that, what I mean is consistently scoring, shooting 50-something% from the field means you're shooting twos. Then you knock down a three when the game, like last night, Dort hit a three. Then he comes back, gets a steal. SGA makes a basket. Then SGA gets a steal, scores. All of a sudden we hit another three. Game over. 2 minutes. Boom, game over. Now, that also could go against us when he plays SGA 2 minutes too long. He sits SGA 2 minutes too long. That 2 minutes has gone against us. So he can't afford to be minutes managing if we're trying to win a chip. Because remember, we have a 5-year window, and according to one of our guys on our chat, he says that it is a 2-year, we're in year 2 of a 5-year window. And then again, what happens after that? Okay, what happens after that? What do we add? What do we need? We have Topic coming back next year. So what that says is, having Topic come back, what that gives us is what? That gives Jada an upgrade to A.J. Mitchell. Sorry, Hotspot Casino. But it's going to give us an upgrade to A.J. Mitchell, which is going to do what? That second group, when you have him, you have Topic, you have Jada, you have Kaysen or Caruso, whomever, or Wiggins, along with Chet and iHeart. And let's just do it for this. Let's just say it's Topic, Jada, Wiggins, iHeart, and Chet. And then that bench to close out, you have SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Dort, and J. Will or iHeart or Chet, whichever one. Because you bring them back in the last minute, and then they come back in and start the second quarter and the fourth quarter. That's nasty to me. That is a nasty group. So what do you get in the draft? You get another guy for Dagnall to develop that's 6'10", 6'11", gives us more height, but he's more of a K. Rich. He's more of a Wiggins. And he reminds like a Nas Reed. Okay? Somebody like that. That just he can shoot outside, can shoot inside, can defend the wing, defend the three-point, but he can also block shots, can also rebound. He's also a mismatch on the offensive side. So to me, you go get somebody like that in the draft if you can find one. Because other than that, J. Will is developing quite nicely to be our third big. Wiggins, I still want him to, especially now that J-Dub is back, I want him to maybe his offense go down just a little bit and let's pick his defense back up. Because to me, being a hell of a defender and shooting 40% from three is a great advantage to us. Okay? And remember, we're going to take a break and we come back, we're going to go over the NBA standings so you can see kind of what I'm talking about so we can kind of get a better feel. Take this opportunity to thank SRB for if you need needs for engineering, surveying, and planning. Hit those guys up. They'd love to take care of you. And, of course, if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county, those guys are the people to talk to make sure you have clean drinking water. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit those guys up. They'd love to take care of you over at Oak Grove. Love those guys. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. And guess where we are today? Of course, we are here at Kuttin Barbershop and Salon, courtesy of YNB. So we want to appreciate them for allowing us to be here today. Appreciate you guys and taking care of us for that. And you can go into any of their 5 locations. The main bank at 401 Elm, which is where we were yesterday, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway, 66 or 39th Expressway. Hey, what's up, big dog? You moving kind of slow.
Yeah.
Yo, what you saying? Yeah, you moving slow, bro.
I'm always moving slow.
Oh my God! And of course, YNB Mustang, located 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And then, of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, the House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. Man, it's some good smelling stuff. So this is what they told me. Matt, remember, pick the best for your best. And I agree with that. So if you're a woman and you got a boyfriend or significant other, hey, go into one of the 5 locations. For if you're in Oklahoma City area, go to Penn Square Mall in the men's department, see my girl Beth. They're great people over there. And of course, you can go to Woodland Hills Mall, Town East Mall in Wichita, Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, Oak Park Mall in KC, Missouri, or Park Plaza Mall in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, South Plains Mall in Texas, Lubbock, and then, of course, Westgate Mall in Amarillo. I still have not been to Amarillo. I need to go out there one day. But like I said, we are here at Kuttin Up Barbershop and Salon, 35 Northeast 36, just east of Santa Fe, right there on 36, right next to the 7-Eleven. And of course, like I said, we are here courtesy of YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. And they are closed Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6, and Saturdays, excuse me, 9 to 4 on Saturdays. As for Keith, Lee, Chris, Allison, Malik, or Shay. By the way, finally, I'm glad I finally get to see you, man. I don't see you no more.
It's working, man.
That's good. That's good. My guy Lee over there. My guy Lee, I'm giving him a hard time. Hey, so what are your thoughts on the Thunder, brother? You like it?
Yeah, I think they're gonna win it if he don't go deep down the bench. He can't do it if he try to go deep on the bench.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If he tries to go deep, we're not getting there.
He won't do it.
We don't know. And that's the thing. To get into what I was about to say. When you look at the standings and what the Thunder did last night by beating the Grizzlies, what you did is now they're in 5th place, and even though the Lakers won, the Lakers are now in 4th. Okay? So part of that is this. The Thunder are now, which is crazy, the most wins in the history of the organization, which blew me away. We were talking about that. The commander and I were talking about that. Or I think it was him. Was it him? Maybe it was me and Mark. I forget who it was. How the hell did we not have 61 wins with KD, Harden, Westbrook? Or with KD, Westbrook, Ibaka, and Adams? How did we not have 61 wins? How did we not win that much? It's crazy. Rockets are sitting firmly in 2nd place, if you want to say that. Actually, they're not. They're tied. Looks like, okay, I'll take that back. They're tied with the Nuggets for 2nd. The Lakers are sitting there, right there on their heels, 3 games back. And like I said, we have a chance to really do something. Now, the Clippers are on fire right now, 100%.
The Lakers team is dangerous.
Yeah, well, when you look at this, the Lakers have the toughest schedule. They've got us twice. They've got the Rockets. They've got, their schedule, just us twice. They still have the Rockets. I think they have to play the Suns one more time. They got a tough schedule coming ahead. Clippers are playing really well. My thing with the Clippers, the Lakers scare me more than the Clippers do, for whatever reason.
That's what I'm saying. A healthy Lakers team is dangerous.
Yeah, and just so I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but the Thunder have a chance to really, like I said, I want the Lakers in sixth. I don't want them in seventh, like Nathan said yesterday. We want them in sixth because one, if they're in sixth, they're not in the play-in. And to me, the ultimate thing would be Thunder, Rockets, Nuggets, Thunder, Nuggets, Rockets. However, Grizzlies at 4, Clippers at 5, Lakers at 6, or the Warriors at 5, and the Lakers at 6, Clippers at 7. I'm not. I'd rather play the Clippers than the Lakers. So as it sits right now, the play-in is the Warriors, the T-Wolves, the Kings, and the Mavs. And the Mavs are dangerous now that AD's back. Don't discount them. Even though they lost Kyrie, they still have a squad. They got the big fella. And so that's a team that you got to really watch out for now. Are they going to be dangerous to where they're going to go back to the finals? No. I don't think that. I'm not even saying that. But what I am saying is the Mavericks are a team to be scared of now. We can beat the Mavericks. They're not going to beat us without Kyrie. I think it'd be a problem with us beating us with Kyrie. If what Lee said, we don't go deep in the bench, and we talked about that earlier. We talked about the 9 you got, and then you might be able to go 10 depending on where you need J. Will or where you need K. Rich. That's where you go. I don't want to see Dylan Jones nowhere to be found. I don't want to see Jane nowhere to be found. Don't want to see either one of them. My thing is this. We traded and lost McDaniel that's killing right now for Minnesota for Baisley. Really? How the hell do you think Baisley's going to be more than the man McDaniel kills us? So those are the things that now you've got a squad. You need another McDaniel. 6'9", 6'10", athletic, can play defense, or Nas Reed 6'10", 6'11". That's all we need now. We need a bigger upgrade to Wiggins and to K-Rich. That's what we need. Other than that, our team is solid on what we offer, on what we're doing, on what we're capable of achieving. And that's how it is. And that's how I look at it. So this NBA playoffs, I saw a story today, and it said, who is more dangerous? And I'm like, who is more dangerous? Who's more dangerous? Is it the West or the East? And I'm like, in the West, in the East, all you got is Boston and Cleveland. And that's it. That's all you got. I'm not worried about all that. Burgess says he likes the forward from Florida. I like him too. And remember, our coach used to be a coach at Florida. Remember that. So that's not something I'm highly against either. But I think we need a big guy. It's the only thing we're missing. We need bigs. Guards were set. SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, and now remember, we have Topic coming. Still got A.J. Mitchell. So that guard-wise, we're set and we're fine to me guard-wise. That's a no-brainer right there. But the rest, you got to really worry about. So that's kind of how I look at it and how I think and where we're sitting. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night against the Pacers. And remember, here are our next 4 games because when you break it down, remember we talked about this, that we have to win what we need to win and what we need to be. And, the commander I talked about last night, he goes, we need to go a minimum of 8-2. I said, I agree. But we need to go 9-1. Right now, we need to go 8-1 in our next 9 games. That's the Pacers on Saturday. That's the Bulls on Monday. That's the Pistons on Wednesday. That's the Rockets on Friday. And then Lakers back-to-back Sunday, Tuesday. That's where we sit. Then we have, of course, the Suns. Now, the crazy thing is, when you look at this, and this is something, I don't know how the Thunder missed this. SGA has 66 games, 20 points or more. The current new record is 72 by KD, which he set the year that he left us and the year that he went to Golden State. The record is 90. The record is 90. by Will. You know, the question is, can SGA break the 90? Number one. Number two, with the Thunder, how have you not said that SGA breaks the record against KD? Did you know that? He breaks the record against KD for most 20-point consecutive games against the Suns.
Oh, he did?
No, when we played the Suns, the Thunder hadn't even mentioned that. How do you? How is that not something you promote? How is that not something you promote? And when you look at our next 9 games, I mean, is he going to get it against the Pacers on Saturday? Yes. We get it against the Bulls? Yes. Is he going to get it against the Pistons? Yes. The Rockets are going to be a little tougher, but he can do that. Lakers, yes. Lakers, yes. And then the break KDs. So when you look at these next 9 games, Pacers, W, Bulls, W, Pistons, W. So we're 4-0 at home, halfway through the thing where we need to be. The tough games to me are going to be the Pistons, the Rock. Now tomorrow night's game is going to be not going to be easy. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think the Pacers have enough firepower to beat us. The tough one is the Pistons on next Wednesday, the Rockets on that Friday, and then the Lakers. Those 4 games, and Nathan believes we'll drop one to the Lakers. I think we can beat the Lakers twice. They don't play defense. Attack Luka, attack Austin Rivers. Not Austin Rivers, but Reeves. To me, that's how you get it done. You attack Reeves, you attack Luka. Because they're going to do what they're going to do, but they can't play defense. So that's who you attack in order to beat the Lakers. And you can even attack LeBron because LeBron, I don't care what they say, he's still 40 years old. But back to the Thunder, how are you not promoting SGA? Did you see, I don't know if you guys saw Mike Malone and what he promoted with Jokic, convincing him, talking about him being the MVP. When have you ever heard that Mark Dagnall come out and go, man, SGA, I don't see what the issue is, he's the MVP. His teammates do it, Chet does it all the time. Why doesn't our coach do it? Why does Denver Nuggets coach fight for his MVP? And Jokic is doing something crazy. But we're up by 15. What are you talking about? He is doing crazy things, Jokic, no doubt. Top 3, and then offensive categories. Never been done. Triple-double. Seen it. But for a big man, no. But I'm sorry, what SGA is doing is crazy. Okay? What SGA is doing crazy. So, we've taken up on ourselves to promote him since the Thunder won. 66 consecutive 20-point games. 67 20-point games. 46 30-point games. 12 40-point games, with 7 of them have been 45 points scored or more. And then he has more 50-point games than all the NBA players combined. Look at those stats for a second. 66 consecutive 20-point games. 6 short of Kevin Durant's record. 1 short of breaking Kevin Durant's record. And then, of course, Wilt's the overall, I think it's at 90 or 124, something stupid. But is he going to be able to break that? To me, the only way he's going to get stopped if he gets hurt. And I'm hoping that won't happen. But to me, that's the only way he's not going to get 20. Or the coach doesn't play him, which that's not going to happen. And then on top of that, think about this. And this is, to me, another nail in Jokic's coffin. SGA hasn't played in the fourth quarter 15 games. 15 games he has not played in the fourth quarter. 15. I don't see. Burgess, that's what you were thinking, huh? I just don't. I mean, to me, the Thunder, I don't get it. I don't get how the coach doesn't come out and just go, look, he leads the NBA in 50-point games, 40-point games, 30-point games, 20-point games. He's going to be on his 3rd time doing 30 points, 50% free throw, field goal shooting, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. so doing something else as far as the number of steals and blocks. Only Michael Jordan's accomplished that more than once. D. Wade and HGA and Michael are the only ones to do it one time. He's going to do it multiple times. What are we talking about here? The number one team with the best record, by far. He hasn't played in 15 fourth quarters. He leads the league in 50, 40, 30, 20. He's in the top three, top number 2 or 3 in steals. Top 3 in every guard category, he's in the top 5. Every category, blocks, steals, assists. I mean, not assists, but steals, rebounds, everything. Scoring leads the league. What are we talking about here? And remember, there's only been one guy who's won the MVP, won the scoring title, won the MVP of the playoffs, of the finals, won the finals, and was first team all defense. It's only happened 4 times. All of them Michael. SGA has a chance to be the MVP, lead the league in scoring, win the title, be the finals MVP. Okay, he's not going to make the all-defensive team. But to say that, how many people have done that? How many people have won the NBA title, MVP of the playoffs, led the league in scoring, and was the MVP of the league? Why am I doing this? Why isn't Coach Dagnall on his microphone screaming this to the world? Ending all discussions, but instead he says nothing. Nothing. I don't get it. Bro, why aren't y'all promoting this shit? You helped Russell win the MVP by stacking it up so he could get his rebounds. Don't understand it. So, but anyway, hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. Let's enjoy this day. I got to finish up my hair stuff, and then I'm out of here so I can go sit at the gym for this weekend to do our stuff. So that being said, hey, thunder up. Hopefully everybody will be at the game tomorrow against the Patriots.